Hey, look here. Prove to me that you don't belong in retirement, and you fight me at SummerSlam. It's done.
What did I just watch? Like, are we for real about to have Trick Williams, one of the hottest stars in WWE, go up against Baron Corbin at SummerSlam? Okay, I have questions. First off, let's address the fact that SmackDown is boring and the build to SummerSlam is lame. And here we have the US title match being announced after SmackDown? Why wasn't this on SmackDown? And this is not even an isolated incident. Gunther and Nick Aldis, when did they first lay hands on each other? That was after the last PLE. It was during the post show that's only aired really on the internet. Okay? When did they have their match officially announced? When they got each other's faces, they couldn't keep their hands off each other. The SummerSlam kickoff show, again, not on SmackDown. What about Cody Rhodes CM Punk? Yesterday's promo is universally panned as pointless. But you go back a week ago, after Saturday night's main event, after the show, it's off the air, only for the internet, they show Cody actually getting some cojones and going up against CM Punk and be like, don't call me brother, and got in his face, and they're swearing at each other. They actually got some heat on one another. And then the next day, also on the kickoff show, they're going at it once again. And it's like, okay, we're off to the races. We might actually have ourselves a proper feud at SummerSlam. Not only that, Cody then goes on the Tonight Show, and Jimmy Fallon is pretty much talking smack. Yeah, he meant to hit you in the face with that belt. All happening not on SmackDown. So when we get to SmackDown, we have ourselves a boring promo. And now we have the storyline of Baron Corbin, Trick Williams, all happening not on SmackDown TV. 3 giant stories all happening off air. What is that? And that brings me to my next point in this hot take video, where we got Mr. Pete asking, is Carmelo Hayes about to miss WrestleMania and SummerSlam this year? Yeah, it looks like he is, which makes zero sense. Why the heck are we getting Baron Corbin versus Trick Williams? This makes no sense whatsoever. Baron Corbin re-debuted July 10th to crickets. I'm happy for the dude. He got himself a spot back on the roster, but let's be honest, I don't think many people were clamoring for the Trick Williams Baron Corbin dream match. No, we have been building Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams since before WrestleMania. And that's not even including all of their history in NXT. Like, legit, the path was Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams, SummerSlam. It was the easiest of layups, all right, to use a fake sports term. Like, it was there. It was there for the taking, but then we bring in Baron Corbin on July 10th, and 2 weeks later, he gets a title shot at SummerSlam? You want to give him a title shot on free TV? Go for it. Let Trick Williams beat him on free TV, and then we go and have ourselves the match that actually makes sense, the match that people want to see, Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams at SummerSlam. What the heck are we doing? On so many levels, it doesn't make sense that it's Baron Corbin. The fact is that Carmelo Hayes gets to wrestle week in, week out just so he can miss WrestleMania and SummerSlam? Storyline-wise, it doesn't even make sense that Carmelo Hayes would allow Baron Corbin to skip the line like this. It's like, I don't get this. How does Baron Corbin get a SummerSlam match? The guy's been back for a cup of coffee. And Carmelo Hayes has been fighting for his spot. And not just fighting for his spot, but he's improving every single week. He's always been decent in the ring, but I am seeing his character work actually getting better and better and better. Can somebody tell me why Baron Corbin deserves a shot at Trick Williams at SummerSlam? Because I don't see it. I don't see it. But you know what? I do see that you, the viewer out there, deserves a shot at this US title on my shoulder. You see, I'm going to give it away at 30,000 subscribers. This is not a joke here. This is an actual contest that I am doing. Every 10,000 subscribers, I give away a belt, and you can win it. All you got to do is comment below and subscribe to the channel, and this belt can be yours. It's not a toy. It's a replica, and it hurts when you knock on it because it's so pointy, and my knuckles, it always hurt. All right, let's do some more hot takes. His Mickey says, if Charlotte attacking Jade, causing her to be in the match, wasn't dumb enough, we had Jade do the same thing tonight. Shrug emoji. Why couldn't they just have a match at SummerSlam? Yeah, just have a match at SummerSlam. And here's a crazy idea. Give two other women that have never been in the main event scene really have a shot at it. Give JC Jane, get Lyra Valkyria in there, and then Charlotte and Jade can have a proper one-on-one match. And then she also says, now that Chelsea is in the match, she should definitely win because since it's only an interim championship. I agree. Absolutely agree. Chelsea, she is the right winner for this because that interim title is gonna kind of be meaningless because we all know that Rhea's the real champion, but Chelsea Green's that delusional type of character that will treat it like the real deal. Give Chelsea a chance, please. Say less, say Jay says, didn't watch the show, I came to get the review from you. Chop, you did great. I love when Chop goes off track. It shows he's not AI.
Yeah, I'm not AI, and I'm happy to be here with other humans and let everyone know if SmackDown is good or bad, and last night was a big old waste of time.
Roman Reigns Acknowledge Me says, Solo Legit has become my favorite wrestler lately, especially that Oba Strut gif online. The Oba Strut gif was Solo Sikoa a couple weeks back before King of the Ring did, he did the strut. Solo Sikoa is amazing, and he's been amazing for a very long time now. The problem is, when he got into the bloodline, they needed an enforcer, someone very ooh, grr. But Solo is not ooh, grr. He's actually really super funny, has a lot of personality. Solo Sikoa could be the breakout of the bloodline if they allowed him to just be himself and they quit putting these criteria of, oh, we need you to be stoic, we need you to be mysterious. No, just let the guy go. TTJC says, I feel like Sammy isn't crashing out hard enough. I wanted him to put hands on Adam and Nick. I agree with you, kind of, sort of. So the fact that Gunther and Nick Aldis, they have already put hands on each other. That's the only reason why I'm kind of okay with Sammy not putting hands on Adam, unless they were just going to have a match at SummerSlam also, which I kind of would have rathered had Adam Pearce versus Sammy on night 1 and then Gunther versus Nick on night 2. But if we're not going to do that, then I don't think Sammy should. But I get what you're saying. Sammy does need to crash out more. And maybe that's just interrupting matches or something, doing something disruptive other than just banging on doors. Jimbo Slice says, I think they had Priest mention the same guys on top to gauge the live crowd's reaction to it. I'm glad it got a reaction. And Fairy Tale for Life also kind of goes off that. Damian Priest is talking for the IWC when he says we are sick of the same people on top in WWE. I agree. And the crazy thing is, and I talked about this in detail last night, so I won't hear, it's they are acknowledging. Damian Priest says, we are tired of seeing the same people on top in the main event scene over and over again. So literally, that speaks volumes because that's what the IWC, the Internet Wrestling Community, has been saying. So they know what we're saying, but they don't do nothing about it. I absolutely agree with Damian Priest, but this channel is not an echo chamber, and we're all allowed to have different opinions. Here comes Q1TM. Damian Priest saying he's tired of the same faces. Right. Let's not forget they gave him the belt and he forgot to kick out, making the ref have to botch the count. When you were given the ball, you failed. Let the reliable people do what reliable people do. Okay, so what he's referring to is once upon a time, Damian Priest had the world championship for about WrestleMania to SummerSlam. And in one of his matches, I believe it was against Seth Rollins, I'm not 100% sure, he failed to kick out of a blue Falcon, I think, or a Falcon Arrow. And so That's what we're referring to right here. Maybe that's why Damian Priest doesn't get the title. So fine, fair enough. That is a valid point. That said, for one, people do make mistakes. But let's just pretend that eliminates Damian Priest forever from the main event scene, which I don't necessarily agree with, and I'm not a huge Damian Priest fan. But let's just pretend it does. Okay, what about everybody else then? Obafemi, a Trick Williams, an LA Knight, a Solo Sikoa. A lot of guys that we could be like, yeah, maybe we could give them an opportunity to push someone out of the main event scene for just a little bit. Pat the Calico Cat says Gunther losing to Nick Aldis would be the most interesting outcome for their match at SummerSlam. I definitely don't agree with that. However, you are more than welcome to your opinion. Let's hear what else he has to say. Gunther can start showing a lack of confidence and become more erratic and unhinged, while Nick Aldis becomes a credible threat to anyone on the roster. So, I do get what you're saying about Nick Aldis. Instantly he is a threat. So, you got a point there. However, he did say that he resumes his duties as GM after SummerSlam. So if he's just going to go back to being a GM, then I don't care if he's a threat or not. As for the Gunther and lack of confidence thing, they actually did this. When Gunther won the title, around Survivor Series, they had him face Damian Priest again, and Damian Priest somehow shook Gunther's confidence, and it was bad. It was bad. They totally killed Gunther for me, and he's been slowly recovering ever since. Like, for real, lack of confidence, Gunther, oh my gosh, I absolutely hated it. Go back and watch Gunther become a coward. It was not good. Nike fan says, Nick Aldis versus Gunther is being built well. I hope that it gets Nick Aldis out of the suit and he becomes a main character on SmackDown. Give the GM role to someone else on SmackDown like William Regal. Yes, I would love William Regal to be an on-air personality once more. I'm hoping that Nick Aldis becomes a full-time wrestler once again. And let's get a heel GM on SmackDown. Fazer Rip says WWE are going out of their way not to put Melo in a pay-per-view. PLE. They took him out of WrestleMania. He misses Night of Champions. Now Baron Corbin comes in and takes his storyline. Now he misses SummerSlam too. I don't know who Melo ticked off. I just wanted to read that because it pretty much sums up everything I said in the beginning. And it bared repeating. Wrestle Don says the entire Nia Charlotte match may have been the laziest booking I have ever seen as a pro wrestling fan. They literally could have just shown the footage from last week and it wouldn't have mattered because every bit of it was the exact same from start to finish. And then he also says, but by the way, where the heck is Lash Legend during all of this? Now that is a good question. Lash and Nia Jax have been palling around. Last week, they walked into the building together. Last week, Lash actually got mad for Nia Jax at Adam Pearce saying, what the heck? And I don't understand why Lash wouldn't come out this week if we knew shenanigans were possibly afoot. Why the heck are we holding Lash Legend back? Heck, she should be in this ladder match. Tracy Wood says, I absolutely adore Danhausen, but I was also really glad he wasn't on the show tonight. His storylines are getting a bit out there. Yeah, I'm with you, Tracy. I do like Danhausen a lot, but I've hated what he's done with Miz and Kit Wilson after Backlash. Loved their Backlash match, but everything after that, the zombie stuff, not for me. Cam Nami says the U.S. title champs shouldn't be going after the main titles. Tiffany Stratton now going in the interim ladder match, and Trick Williams in the Fatal 4-Way. Both of them going for it. And then, hey, what about Damian Priest, the tag team champion, going for the title too? Yeah, I agree that champions shouldn't really go after other championships. There are exceptions, but they're far and few between. Non-Cyclist Pro says Sammy is gold. Those massive promo skills are huge. A new thing at a new level. So a lot of people are loving this version of Sami Zayn, which is awesome, and I love his promos lately. But these are not new. Sammy has always been able to cut a good promo. Problem is, when he's the underdog, he only has one thing he can really say, and that limits him. But when he's allowed to just go nuts, go crazy, say anything he wants, and he's not pigeonholed to just one character trait of being an underdog, well, that's when he shines. Killer Wolf says, really looking forward to Nick and Gunther. Really hope Nick wins and stays as a wrestler, then go back to a GM. As of right now, it looks like he's going back to a GM, but that could always change. Very much looking forward to this as well. I'm hoping that we get a European style of wrestling. They just go at it. Think Sheamus and Gunther for a couple years back. I think we might get that type of matchup at SummerSlam. McDaniel says, I was actually on Sammy's side this time. He cuts an amazing promo. He said no lies. Keith Caldwell says, too much whining and crying in WWE. I don't mind the heels kind of sort of whining, but when the baby faces, like, way too much respect. I'll tell you that much. I respect you, little brother. And it's OTW says, as much as I want to see Sammy get his proper reign, my boy Balor needs this. Yes, he does. He absolutely, this is it. Like this, if we don't, I can't. I cannot get invested in Finn Balor again. They've pulled the rug out from me too many times. I said that if Balor didn't beat Damian Priest and Gunther like a year or two ago in a triple threat at a Saturday's main event, I would never put faith in a Finn Balor title run again, and I won't do it. It hurts too much. It hurts too much when I see Finn just lose over and over again. But I'll be honest with you. I want him. I still want him to win. Forget it. Come on, Finn. I believe in you. I fold so easy. And then it's me and his birthday today. It's OTW. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Finn Balor, and it's OTW. Happy birthday to both of you. See you, bye.